Hello. It is proper. Yeah, it is proper. We changed the lights, we use a microphone. But believe me, as you can hear, there's already a technical issue going on because you're only hearing probably on the right side of your speaker or your headphones. And believe me, this is no effort. Yes, I did change the light, but it is mainly because I just wanted a change of scenery. Yeah, I wanna change things around here. I think tomorrow I'm gonna start cleaning up. And okay, back to this microphone and whatever. I don't do much. I don't edit this video on a third party app or DAW. I just like open the camera app, plug my Scarlett, my audio interface, my microphone, and this is what is going on. Now, because it is very low effort, here comes all of the technical whatever the fuck. And I've been trying to find it out, like why is this happening? Because whenever I use the first channel in my sound card, it turns on the left side of the speaker or the headphone. But then if I switched it to the second channel, this one turned off and it sort of like switched into this one is getting activated. So I think there's something about the wiring. Maybe it's the Scarlett. But whatever it is, it's not good. This is not a good video. It's not proper. But I don't want proper anyway. You know what I'm saying? I just want like low effort, still not so hard, so that it doesn't feel like task for me to make this video, to talk to the camera and say my minds out loud. Like I don't want it become chores. And this is giving quality but still in this weird way. So it's confusing. I think if this is not working out, if I don't find a way, we're probably just gonna go back to the usual, just talking straight to the camera with the built-in microphone instead of using my microphone that I always use for singing. So, by the way, I'm using Scarlett, as you can see. I love this microphone, by the way. I love it. It's been with me for 4 years. A long time. Now, I can actually make this work, but it's gonna require me a lot of effort, as I mentioned. Like, I'm gonna have to record the video and then extract the audio and then set it to mono so that you can hear it from both sides. Anyways, this video is not gonna be long because this is just me still testing out some things for the channel. Oh god, do you hear how that sounds? It sounds weird. Anyways, I'm happy because there's 3 people subscribing last night. 3 people within a night. I was like, what is going on? And somebody actually commented. I am genuinely happy, because I get to see response to my way of thinking, and then they share their way of thinking as well. And I think it's just beautiful. It's like a mini safe space for us to just trade thoughts. And believe me, I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose the essence of all of this. My main goals is still to preserve my memory, to make videos so my beloved ones in the future would have something to watch, including myself in the future. And yeah, I kind of don't want this entire thing to be big. So let's try to maintain that. Let's try to gatekeep me. I'm gonna try to gatekeep myself, because that is not what I'm aiming. I'm not aiming for an audience. But since some of you guys are already here and I think you guys are lovely, let's just keep it like that, respectfully. Yeah, but again, I appreciate each of you who's watching. And it's just crazy because I feel like I don't have anything important to talk about, but then again, I have to. It's like from that interaction that I get from this account, it just proves me wrong again that sometimes it's not just about right or wrong. I almost say my real name. Sometimes it's just not about right and wrong, Avoca-duh. It's just about exchanging. And yeah, it took me a while to sink that in. Uh, and again, I'm grateful. So I'm not gonna make a lot of effort, not because I don't care about this channel or for you guys. I do care a lot. It's just I don't want it to feel too forced or fabricated or too much, because once this becomes too much, or once I feel like I have to gather a certain amount of energy to actually make a video, I'm gonna abandon it, because that's what happens with me. Once it started to feel like a job, I would get overwhelmed and leave. Yep. So let's not go there. I will try to restrict myself again. And yeah, oh God, again, happy. 13 subscriber, that is a lot. Nice to meet all of you. I am just a stranger on the internet. You don't have to remember me. But it's nice knowing that you stick around. And if you interact, thank you. Yeah. Just so you know, it affects me a lot as well. In this warm way. It's nice. It's nice. It's really nice. I don't want to sugarcoat it. I don't want to use, like hyperbole sort of words like, oh my God, guys. You guys are so meaningful to me that it warms my glittery heart. Like, I'm not going to say that, because at the end of the day, I do appreciate all of you. But again, this is just a friendly reminder. I am just a stranger on the internet, and so are you to me. And I feel like it's beautiful how we can connect, but let's just also remember that to not somewhat attach anything here. Oh God, I feel like an avoidant person. I feel like an avoidant person talking. I am not avoidant. Wait, how should I say that? It's like, yeah, just like collectively acknowledging that everyone that we're seeing on our phone screen is a human being, yes. But let's just not give unnecessary mental capacity. Like, I don't want my wild thoughts to sort of linger in someone else's, even though that's outside of my control. But like, I'm afraid that what I might say, my wild thoughts that probably works for me, other people watched it and somehow like trying to apply it in their own way, but probably it's not gonna work for them, because we're basically not the same human being. But it doesn't mean that the entire connection between both of us is bad. It's just don't swallow everything. I mean, don't believe everything that you see on the internet. Take time to actually let that thoughts reflect something, spark a conversation, and from that conversation within yourself, you started filtering. Oh, that's the word, filtering. God damn it. Yeah, so me saying this, by the way, I'm not just like preaching to the audience. I am also talking to me, to not taking someone else's opinion on the screen entirely, because we know that not everything works for us, even though what they are saying is not necessarily right or wrong, because maybe it's not it's never about that in the first place. I see a lot of like amazing video, good video on awareness, on connection, on awakenings lately. And it's very touching. It's very touching. And my practice that I always do whenever I watch that kind of video is I will prevent myself to sort of feel inspired or invited to make a sudden change from that. Like I don't want it to be impulsive. I want it to, let's say that this is the information from the internet. I'm gonna put it to my brain, and from my brain I'm gonna want to send it to a lot of, like, I don't know, my own standpoint, like my moral values, my beliefs, my faith, and so on and so on. And from each of that output, I'm gonna make it talk to each other, and the result of that, I'm gonna start weighing it again. And that is a whole process of filtering that I encourage us all to do. You, me. So yeah, I suppose there should not be like a sentiment or some kind of bitterness applied when I say that I am just a stranger on the internet, and so are the other people that you're watching, or so are the other people that I'm watching on the internet. There should not be some kind of sentiment, because that's not what I'm aiming to say. It's just like a reminder that these people, including myself, are just someone out here speaking my mind, wanting to connect. But we have to be each other's mirror again until that entire process come up. I think that's the healthiest way to observe information, especially from the internet, because I just don't want to believe something because perceiving it makes me feel good. I actually wanted to run it through me first. Like, is this idea even compatible with me? And so on and so on. So, oh wow, okay, this turns out to be a long video. I'm gonna go. I'm sorry for this, this only one sound technical issue that you are only hearing me on the right side. I will figure it out. If there is no way, we're gonna go back to the usual setup. The light is, from now on, it's gonna be warm. It's gonna be orange-ish instead of blue. Yeah, summer is here, man. And I've been listening to Fleetwood Mac, The Chains. Ugh, love it. And the thing is, it never grows on me. Fleetwood Mac never grows on me. Like, I listened to it 5 years ago, but I just remember thinking like, oh, this is not for me. But lately, I'm listening to them, and it just started clicking, and I'm started like banging my head, and I was like, where the fuck have I been? And I think this could be another conversation in the future, how some, even music or an idea or some other external thing will only make sense to us in this specific timeline, once we became this specific person that we could only perceive these certain things. And I think the heartwarming thing about that entire reality is because I was accessing some archive, right? It was from 4 years ago. I was watching like a handycam footage, and I saw who now become my best friend. But at the time when I was recording that, My best friend was in that video, but we don't know each other. We never spoke. We were basically stranger in that video. We were strangers. And, I remember watching. I was like, oh, stop. And the funny thing is it felt like fate because we were far from the city. It was like this festival, and I was preparing for my gigs, and he was just walking by in the video. And now watching, I'm like, wait a minute, that's my best friend. What is he doing there? And then I suddenly remember, like, oh, I didn't know him back then. That is funny. Again, it's just crazy how everything works, how the more you grow, the more you transform, the more you change, the more it invites so many new things as well. Like, there's a lot of like more possibility of what kind of music you might enjoy, what kind of food will taste better on your taste bud, what kind of friends that you will be making, what kind of ideas that you will be thinking. It's amazing. It's beautiful. And again, I'm gonna sign up. I'm just gonna try to figure out all of this audio thing first. So, ciao.